The cost of power has shot up by at least 67% in the past 10 months. The inflation of the Kenyan shilling against the dollar and the upward revision of VAT on fuel from 8% to 10% are some of the contributors to high power costs in the country. However, according to the Office of the Auditor General, 20% of the purchase price goes to cover losses incurred during transmission. About 25% is gobbled up in levies and taxes, leaving the consumer with power worth slightly over 50% of the purchase price.
EPRA charges a levy of 3 cents per kilowatt hour. Walma charges a levy of 0.05 cents per kilowatt hour of hydro power generated. Rural electrification project levy has been set at 5% of the cost of units consumed.
The Office of the Auditor General also says there's a huge discrepancy on the price ratings between the government's power generating entity Kenyans, which sells power to KPLC at as low as 5 shillings per kilowatt hour, and independent power producers who sell for as high as 130 shillings per kilowatt hour, despite them using the same facilities and even location.
And the rates were different even where we had generators using the same resources and possibly at the same place. The justification of the difference being that we could not really get it.
The independent power producers are also on the spotlight for being paid for electricity they do not supply under a capacity charge agreement based on a minimum amount of electricity they are supposed to supply, money they continue receiving even when there is a power outage and even when the power produced does not meet the agreed minimum.
However, the power supplied by the state-owned power producer, that is Kenyan, was 70%, while the independent power producers produced 30%.
Also contributing to the high electricity prices are the independent power producers selling power to the supplier in dollars, exposing the consumers to global fluctuations and inflation.
The total payments for cost of power in the financial year 2020-21 was 56 billion. And out of that, 47 billion was the capacity charge, which made 84%. In 2021-2022, the total was again 56 billion, and 49 billion was the capacity charge. And the capacity charge was 87%.
According to the actors in the power generation and supply chain who were engaged in a roundtable discussion with the National Assembly Departmental Committee on Energy, until new power purchase agreements are in place, Kenyans will continue digging deeper into their pockets for power. David Kagina, K24 TV.